Welcome to Game 2 of the series between Kammalleri, or Calamari, and Eureka. Calamari was able to pull it out last game, and he's just, I guess, 2 games away now from potentially winning this Starcraft2 tournament and getting that grand prize that is so coveted among our players.
On game 1, Kammalleri convincingly took the win over Eureka on a strong push from 2 bases, actually just getting his 3rd up, and Eureka just not able to build up enough of a force after being delayed on his natural expansion by an initial push. And it really came down to the economic advantage of Kammalleri, I think.
Yeah, I think, you know what, he just played an all-out better game, and Eureka is really going to have to just, you know, up what he's doing to compete with Kammalleri. You know, maybe he was underestimating him a little bit because Eureka beat him pretty convincingly in the last series of games that he played. So maybe this gives him a new look at what he's actually playing. A really good opponent.
I feel maybe some early aggression last game would have done well. Kammalleri was pretty much able to do whatever he wanted and took his expansion very leisurely without worrying about being attacked. Maybe some early pressure or something to keep Kammalleri on his toes a little bit would have been effective there.
Yeah, he only had those 2 gates for the longest time, so he wasn't really able to put out a whole lot of units very early on. So that may have been effective. Looks like Kammalleri is going to get a little bit of scouting information here. Not a whole lot to see. And Eureka still. And Eureka just not sending out any kind of scout whatsoever at this point in the game. But look at this. I don't know if Eureka notices this, but Kammalleri, yeah, he does. He's going to send a Marine to clean this up. Thought maybe Kammalleri would try hiding a secret pylon in Eureka's base, but it looks like he was going to get stuck.
Kammalleri getting his 2nd gas complete now. Starting at his core, almost done now. Be interesting to see if he goes to the traditional warp gate right off the bat as he did previously, and as is so traditional for Protoss, no warp gate. There it is.
He does throw down the warp gate, and Eureka's already getting his factory. I'm wondering maybe if he's going a similar build to what he went in the last series of games where he played Kammalleri with those Banshee, Tank, Marine all in. It was very effective against his opponents, and maybe he's thinking he's going to go back there and win himself a game.
Eureka getting his 2nd gas now. Perhaps we'll see some Banshee or some Hellion play. Kammalleri electing to go with the Zealot and the Sentry opening instead of the Stalker this time for a little more of that defense to wall off his ramp.
And look at this, Eureka getting down his tech lab on his factory as well as his starport. I think once that tech lab finishes, he's going to lift up that starport and replace it with the factory. So I definitely think that is what he's going this build. I could be wrong, but I think he wants to try to all in this pretty quickly. The question is whether Kammalleri is going to have enough units to be able to fend this off. Even last time, the last series of games, when Kammalleri scouted it, he wasn't able to fend off this push. But he's got 4 gates right now, so it looks like he's trying to go for maybe a 4 warp gate push. Maybe neither of these players wants to see this one go into the late game.
Kammalleri has put down a reinforcing pylon as a gold here on Zelnaga. Nice mid-map location. Maybe a little poke, and Eureka is producing his Marines 2 at a time with a reactor on his only barracks, and he has done that flying switch with the tech lab on his starport, throwing out a Banshee now.
And a battle ensuing. He's going to try to go after this pylon, but Kamalleri's got a lot of forces to defend that. Oh, look at that excellent play with the force field, able to stop Eureka's units from retreating, and he's got nothing right now.
Very force field by Kammalleri.
He's only got units producing. He's got 3 Marines. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, just the 3 Marines and a Hellion right now. And Kammalleri has got so many units. Look at that. He's going to be able to take out that tech lab. And he needs to take out the tech lab of the factory. But that's GG. There's really nothing Eureka could do at that point. You know what? I think Kammalleri knew that was coming, and I think he knew that he couldn't fend it off. So what he was going to do was make his push faster and more aggressive than Eureka could, and that definitely worked. I mean, Eureka had almost no units, and that excellent play with the force field that kept Eureka's units from retreating. It was just excellently done by Kammalleri.
I think he read that timing in a Terran mech play while you're still teching up before you've got really any units out. The only tech units that Eureka had, he had a tank that popped out right at the end, he had the Banshee, and he had a Hellion, just handily taken care of by Eureka's Kamalleri's massive gateway units.
All right, so Kammalleri only needs one more game to win this tournament, and we're going to go into Game 3 and see if he can just go ahead and sweep it right now.